Andrew Giuliani, let me start with congratulations. What a kick-ass tournament you have put on around this whole country. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sid. I appreciate it. Look, if I can get you to watch soccer, then I know we've done our job over here. Because you, along with about 3 billion other people, are going to be watching this final.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I think you and I think we've got a bet lined up. I can't bet in this job over here, but you and I have a pre-existing relationship, what White House counsel call a pre-existing relationship. And look, you're Italian. I mean, you basically are Italian. You're Jewish. I'm Italian. We got the same 3 ideals: food, family, and guilt. So let's bet a little food. We're going to bet. How about Katz's Diner? You put up right there. I'll put up Mama's in Queens over here.
Perfect.
I got Argentina. You got Spain over there. Let's do another one. I think Messi gets on the score sheet as well. How about that? A little double bet.
I can't do it. I'll tell you why.
Why not?
Because even though I am convinced, and at this point I know just as much soccer as you and Kilmeade combined, even though I'm convinced that Spain is going to win, I can't root for them. I can't do it.
I hear you. Well, I mean, you could still, root for them and buy me a nice, beautiful pastrami sandwich the next time you and I go to Katz's Diner.
I will tell you what.
What's wrong with that over there?
Nothing.
Making the big bucks at WABC for a lowly government servant like myself? Come on. I am gonna get a hot dog with it too, and I always get a knish. I'm just letting you know it's going to be an expensive trip to Katz.
I don't care.
We're gonna have a good time.
I want to do it anyway, no matter who wins on Sunday. And on a serious note, I become this maniac. People say don't ever mix politics and sports. And I've done it to the point where I can no longer root for the Mets because Mamdani's too close to the Mets. And now I can't root for Spain because they didn't allow us to refuel our jets in the Iran conflict. Plus, they're anti-Semites. Argentina loves the Jewish people. They drape Israeli flags to piss off the Egyptian coach. So I now take politics, and I make it a part of all my sporting events. So clearly, I have a lot of reasons to root for Argentina and against Spain. No?
Well, I'll tell you what. They've asked me in this job who you, and if it's not the U.S. national team. It's even diplomatic. Who are you rooting for? Iran versus New Zealand. Guys, who the hell do you think I'm rooting for? Iran versus New Zealand. Come on. Who do you think? Just take a guess. You waste your breath over here on this stuff.
That's funny.
But I will say, I think when you're thinking about government taxpayer dollars, we lent about $20 billion. Secretary Bissett out of the U.S. Treasury lent about $20 billion to Argentina. I would imagine with spending going up, I think things would be better if Argentina wins. I think it's better for the United States of America being repaid if Argentina, in fact, wins this World Cup. I think that's diplomatic enough to say, I don't know, maybe I'll get a call from the State Department before the president slapping my hand. What else is new? I go on with Sid. I get my hand slapped. Beautiful.
No, I think you made a very good political argument. I will say this, talking about not only am I watching the event, and I mean this, I'm into it. I'm really into it. I'm enjoying every second of it. I have a completely different outlook on the game now, but forget about three. I think I saw this morning 6.26 million have watched these events. Is that right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable when you actually look at it. That number is actually, from what I'm told from FIFA Conservative, they told me that 2.7 billion people alone watched the Argentina Cape Verde match. I'm still waiting to get those numbers in from the semifinals, but think about that. If you're talking about 40% of the world actually tuning in to watch a match a couple of weeks ago, when we talked about this first time, we were thinking about 2 billion people watching the final, Sid. The last final had 1.6 billion. Even that alone is 15 times the size of the Super Bowl. I'm thinking this number is going to be over 3 billion, maybe approaching 3.5 billion people, half the world's population. It's unbelievable. But, Sid, it's more than even just the numbers. I mean, think about this. The storylines have been endless over here, from Messi, Mbappe, all these guys playing great, Holland playing great, to the Scots drinking Boston Dry, probably adding a couple $1 billion in GDP to the New England GDP as well.
Right.
From the Japanese cleaning up the stadiums, the Dutch bus, I love the Knicks, Sid. Didn't get to go to the parade. I wanted to go see that Dutch bus to feel like I was at a parade. To the Norwegians, where were they going to row to in the country next? To Cabo Verde, taking on the Goliaths, taking them to extra time and Messi right there. To the U.S. national team, Sid. And I got to tell you, while this team They didn't have their best stuff, as we know, in that round of 16 against Belgium. I'll tell you why I love these boys, because even in their lowest moments, and you and I know we have low moments in life, but what they did was they went around, they thanked the fans, and what did they do? They got in the middle of the pitch and they prayed together. That shows you the character.
Yes, I agree with all that. I agree with all that. I agree with that, and I like these guys, but you say they have their best stuff that day. The truth is, Belgium kicked our asses by 3 goals just a month before. Clearly, Belgium is a better team. Some people are saying to me, listen, we won some games. We made the Sweet 16. They are lovely guys. But the truth is, we're still just not good enough.
Well, I was speaking to Todd Blanche about this, and we think they spiked their Belgium chocolate with a little something in there. I don't know what it was. Just people are telling me. Yeah. I'm just telling you. People are telling me. Yeah. That probably will make news, actually. I don't know how that will make news, but that probably will.
Then how do you explain the 3-goal loss to Belgium the month before?
It's been a long time coming over here. When Barry Bonds did home runs, it was for years. So,
I was not kidding when I repeated what Clay Travis said a couple of days ago. Clay will join me on Monday, and I agree with him. I think Whitlock said the same thing. We should host it, especially if you're going to be in charge, because you've now proven to President Trump beyond the shadow of a doubt that you are the right guy for the job, which we all knew was the case anyway. But, man, did this come off with flying success. Why don't we do it all the time? Is that possible?
I'll say this, right? I mean, I think with FIFA's rules, and they're malleable, let's be honest, but they try to get to every single continent, maybe not, the Arctic, but they try to get to every single continent at some point. Now, what I'll tell you is they've already committed to Spain, your buddies, Portugal, and Morocco, along with 1 match each in Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina for the 2034. So they're knocking out 3 continents in 2030.
Right.
The Saudis have 2034. And I'm telling you, I have a really good feeling that, at some point in 2038, 2042, they're going to come back to the United States of America. And you could just look at the numbers on this in terms of what they're going to be grossing from this, what they're going to be netting from this thing. It's unbelievable. They're going to make over 5 times off of this World Cup what they made off of the last World Cup. And that's just the power of the U.S. economy right there. I mean, it really, really is amazing. The sellout numbers said for 102 matches, and you're going to have 2 sellouts for the last 2 matches, they are at 99.8% capacity. That's for Cape Verde and Curacao, countries of less than 500,000 people. They've sold out every single stadium, every single time. It's been a bigger success than even I could have ever imagined. When I first spoke to President Trump about this, 18 months ago, we talked about the World Cup being the largest platform that we would have to show off American exceptionals into the rest of the world. We've done it. It's been amazing. We got 2 more incredible days to go. And somebody told me this. This is not my original quote, so don't quote me on this. But they said it's the best public relations the United States had since winning the Second World War.
I agree. So. I've heard that on this show as well from guests. No, I'm serious. I know it's kind of funny, but it's true. I know you got 2 minutes to go. My daughter Ava has a girlfriend, and she lives in the UK. She's been here for 9 days. They went and watched the England victory over, who did they beat? Norway. And then when they lost, of course, to Argentina. And she came home in a very, very bad mood. She's flying home tomorrow. She lands an hour at Heathrow before England takes on France. And even though it's a consolation game, she said that her and her country members are very excited to see this one. So while Sunday is the big one between Spain and Argentina, I can tell you that the French and the English, they're looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, hey, look, what the English must do. I mean, they must put up the name for the channel, right? I mean, I don't know what the French are going to put up there, but they got to put up the name for the channel. Whoever wins this 3rd place match. Otherwise, it's a 3rd place match, right? I mean, what are we going to be, watching for? I guess maybe something for Calais. We can go and think of, that, fateful day on June 6, 1944.
Right.
But, no, it really, really will be amazing to see these guys play tomorrow. Look, I know for us in the U.S., a 3rd place match. Yeah, well, we can do something else. But really, it will be. I think you're going to see, over 1.5 billion people watching the match alone tomorrow. When you're talking about, 2 of the great teams, we actually got the 4 highest ranked teams to get to the semifinals. It was absolutely amazing. If we couldn't have the United States, you can argue maybe Brazil in the semifinals as well. We got the 4 teams that you would want, at least from a playing competitive standpoint.
Yep, great. Am I going to see you tomorrow?
Absolutely, I'm going to see you tomorrow. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Me too.
My friend.
I can't wait too. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Listen, give the president my best. We'll see him tomorrow too, I imagine. And just really, congratulations. I wasn't all that excited coming in, but I leave this tournament. I'm a fan, and I just think you did a spectacular job. I'm not surprised, but now that it's over, you should take a bow, Andrew Giuliani. Great work, pal. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sid. You know, the world, America fell in love with the World Cup, and the world fell in love with America again.
I love that. Oh, my God, that's a great quote. I may put that at the top of my show for the next couple of weeks. Andrew, I'll see you tomorrow. Great job. I love you. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, Sid.
Take care. He really did an amazing job. There was a huge responsibility. You know, you got to set up all these venues, go to all these cities. He was sitting down with all the terrorist experts day after day to make sure there were no security issues. It was a monster responsibility. And Trump showed a lot of confidence in Andrew. I knew he was the right guy for the job, but when you pull it off as well as he did, and he did, that's a big deal.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?